I'm sure that if you're a real estate agent and maybe if you are in the beginning stages of developing your business, you probably ask yourself a question. What should I do? Should I create content or should I be just making bunch of calls? And if just starting out, you don't know which one is going to produce better results. So you're probably always asking yourself that question. And I'll tell you something else. A lot of experienced agents also are asking that question because the problem is this. A lot of times people don't put enough time into doing either of these avenues. It's like I tried this marketing approach for 3 months and it never worked. And so I canceled the subscription. I'm on one radio for 4 years. I've got maybe one client out of it, but I know that it's working. It's just not producing leads that come in directly from it, but I know that it's working to produce the leads that are coming from somewhere else, but that layer helped to produce the lead from. Anyways, I'm just going to be a little digress a little bit, but back to the topic: calls or content. Here's the thing: in a business world, there's never or, it's always and. Okay, so when you're starting out as a real estate agent, you need to do both. You need to make calls and you need to do content. The sooner you start doing that, the sooner you see the results. So when you're going to stop making calls is when you're going to be very busy, when your database is huge, when you're getting a bunch of repeat and referral business. You don't need to make cold calls anymore. You can use money to leverage your time. You can just pay for mailers because mailers are expensive, and you can reach out for sellers through a mailer. But now you don't have time. You need to service the business. That comes later when you're busy. But in the beginning, you got all the time in the world. You got nothing going on. You got no clients to serve. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to be making a bunch of calls from 9 to 12. Let's say that's going to be a schedule from 9 to 12. Then after 12, you're going to work on the content for an hour or two. And at around 3 o'clock, you're done. If you got some appointments and stuff like that, you go there. And then the same thing over and over again until you start getting clients. And when you start getting clients, that's when you start looking where do they come from, a little bit data now, what actually is working for me, what should I be doing more. That's when you start a little bit picking and choosing. But I think that's not anytime soon. And the reason calls are very important. And a lot of times when you start making calls, whether it's a for sale by owner, expired calls, it's just calling neighborhoods, calling internet leads, whatever you're calling, it feels like you're wasting time. It has to feel like that. Because if it was like, oh, boom, 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 we're getting appointments, everybody would be doing it. That's the reason nobody wants to do it, because it feels like wasting time. But once you've been doing it for an hour and a half, for a week, 2 months, and 2 months, you're going to start getting some appointments. After meeting some sellers or buyers, you're going to be converting 10%, maybe 5% out of those. But you're going to get that extra listing, and you're going to be busier than those who just wait for the business. And like when you're starting out in a business, you don't know what to do, how to start, where do I start, what's the thing that I need to do. There's no boss. Nobody tells you what to do. You gotta figure it out on your own. And so that's the structure that I would suggest you to keep doing. Again, content in the long term is better, but you need to pay your bills today. And so calls, that's when they come in. You're gonna pay your bills today with calls, because you can grab a client right away. Content can do that too. But if you're trying to build a long business for years and years and years, you got to use the content, whether it's an email, you can be sending out emails, that's content, or just posting on social media and adding all the people that you know to be following you there. So anyways, you got to figure it out. If you really want it, if you really want to succeed in this business, you got to figure it out. It's not rocket science. This business is simple. It's all contact game. The more contacts you reach every single day, the more people know you, the more people will do business with you. And one more thing, people will also feel how much you know. So if you're not passionate about real estate, if you're not passionate about different loan programs, you're not interested in the leverage, you're not interested in the cash flow, you don't know, what programs exist for example, properties that need work versus properties that are turnkey. What's hard money, what's conventional, what's ARM, what's FHA, what's 203K, what's balloon, commercial loans, new construction loans. If you don't know these things, people will sense it, people will feel it, and you're not really 2 feet, you're not really both feet in the game. You're just kind of realtor. I'm kind of doing it. People feel it, and that's why they're gonna go with somebody else. So that's like, you can't even understand, like, just because you think you're a real estate agent, people not sure if you're a real estate agent. But if you believe I am the real estate agent, I am the guy or the girl, and now you start, all of a sudden you're gonna catch yourself reading and investigating and researching everything that's going on in the industry, and a bunch of news are coming out. Everything that's going on, and if somebody talks to you about real estate, boom, all of a sudden new stuff comes out of your mouth, and people are like, I gotta listen to this person, they know what they're talking about. And so that's easier to do content, easier to attract people. That's how you grow too. So hope that video helped. Always remember this: if you're questioning yourself, should I do this or should I do that? A lot of times it's this and that. Okay? Have a good one, guys. Thank you.